Hello, gorgeous, and welcome to your astrological guide to health, diet, and nutrition by Alma Lightworker. This recording today will be for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I do have a bachelor's degree from Westchester University of Pennsylvania in nutrition and dietetics. And our passion, as you all know, is spiritual work, astrology, tarot, Akashic readings, face readings, nine-star key, tone ran, and Reiki, different forms of healing or energy clearing. So I thought, what better way for me than to combine two passions, to marry two passions into one. And that's how I came up with this idea to make these special videos for you. And before I go any further, it's also very important that you know that none of the information provided is meant to diagnose or cure anything. Therefore, it's important that you consult with your doctor or with your nutritionist. If you like videos, give them a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. There's a little subscribe button right down here. And in the show bar description box, I will post other useful information for you or links to other videos that I think be useful to you. So if you like this video, share it with all of your friends. So Leo, you do enjoy a good life, or you have a tendency to kind of enjoy your life more so than other signs. And part of you living well, it is also eating well. So you Leos, from a nutritional point of view, you already eat well. So some of you have a tendency toward rich foods and fine wine. When you are young, your stomach tends to be a little sensitive, but generally speaking, throughout your life, you do have good metabolism and you do keep in shape. So it's important to have that good metabolism that you are blessed with. However, if you don't take care of your food, if you don't have enough relaxation and exercise in your life, at some point of your life, later on in life, your weight tends to catch up with you. So at a cellular level, your cell salt is magnesium phosphate. And magnesium phosphate is important because it keeps the motor nerves running. It is also important because it forms blood albumin that is important to maintain the fluidity of the blood, and is also important for the activation of digestive enzymes. Therefore, a good diet for you, it would be any diet that is very rich in foods that have a good source of magnesium phosphate. So, foods that are rich in magnesium phosphate are whole wheat, rye, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, figs, it's one of my favorite fruits, apples, peach, coconut, rice, seafood in general, beets, asparagus, romaine lettuce, and egg yolks. But for you, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon, it's also important that in your diet, you also incorporate foods that aid circulation and foods that have blood-making properties. That would be beef is a good source, lamb, poultry, liver, fresh fruit, salad greens, cheese, whole milk, and yogurt. Another thing that is a must for your proper nutrition also are foods rich in iron. So whatever diet you choose, you also need to include foods that are rich in iron. So that would be spinach, raisins, dates, You also need to incorporate in your diet foods that reduce the heart strain, like plums, pears, oranges. And part of your diet also should be exercise, particularly exercise that is intended to strengthen your back. Now, it is very important that you do not necessarily, if you do lifting at the gym, you do not lift extremely very heavy weights. And it's very important for your health as well to develop a very good posture. And part of your diet should also be getting enough rest and relaxation. Sunbathing is also recommended for you, but for you particularly, if you do sunbathe, that needs to happen in short periods. So sunbathe in short periods, and that will also help you to keep your great, thick, and shiny hair. And many of you do have really good hair. Each zodiac sign with its ruling planets does govern a body part. So Leo rules your spine, your back, the heart, and the heart, of course, is particularly associated with courage, emotions, a good coordination. There are 40 fabulous dancers. They tend to be Leos, or the Leos are known to be fabulous dancers or even great athletes, because Leo rules good coordination. Sun also rules the heart, the back, spinal column, spleen. Generally speaking, it does rule good health and your body's vitality. It rules thymus, which is a gland that secretes your growth hormone. Leo also is known to bounce back pretty quickly from being ill, so that is a plus for you. Now, under the dominion of Leo and Sun also falls bone marrow, dorsal region, spinal cord, and also Sun rules good circulation, eyes, vital fluids, your right eye if you are a male, and your left eye if you are a woman, or generally speaking, the right eye in men and left eye in women. And also it rules and it governs spermic cells. So diseases that would be associated with your sign. Of course, there would be diseases associated with specifically what your sign and the planet associated with your sign would rule. There are 4. Some of you, or Leos, would have a tendency toward heart-related problems, arteries-related problem, spinal ailments, angina pectoris, palpitations of the heart, poor circulation, fainting spells, sunstroke, and in some cases, some heart conditions, some heart diseases may also be associated with your throat. And if that is the case, generally speaking, that is considered to be ruled by Leo and the Sun. So it could be a disease affiliated with your sign, throat trouble if it is associated with a heart condition. So it's very important, Leo, that you besides eating well from a nutritional point of view, you eat well, and it's also important that in your approach to diet, you also incorporate being active and also relaxing. So being active, relaxation, and good nutrition. But not only for you, but also for other signs, part of a good nutrition, it means that you need to incorporate the essential vitamins and the essential minerals in your nutrition. So let's talk more specifically about other foods that you can eat so you can incorporate all the important nutrients, all the important vitamins, and all the important minerals. You need vitamin A, which is very important for night vision, functioning of the cells, especially the cells of your skin, and mucous membrane. A good source of vitamin A is milk, cheese, butter, fish oil, green leafy vegetables, escarole, for example, that is a green leafy vegetable. Vegetables that are yellow in color, okra, watercress, alfalfa herbs, lettuce. You also need vitamin B1, that is important for growth, and also is important to keep and maintain a normal appetite, and is also important for the health of your glands and your nerves. Found in whole grains, wheat germs, eggs, liver, walnuts, peanuts, peas, beans, lentils, mushrooms, asparagus. You need B2 vitamin. That vitamin is important for the development of the red blood cells. So vitamin B2 is also known as riboflavin. Found in green leafy vegetables, liver, kidney, apple, orange, pears. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, important for the health of your teeth and your gums. Found in apricots is a good source. Oranges, lemons, tomatoes, pineapples, parsley, spinach, cabbage, onion. You need B12. It's important for the red cells. Found in liver, alfalfa, egg yolks. Niacin is another important nutrient. Found in parsley, alfalfa, watercress. You need vitamin D, important for the development of your bones. A good source of vitamin D would be like fish liver oil, seafood, milk, coconut oil, greens. You need vitamin E, important for fertility. A good source of vitamin E would be lettuce, dandelion leaves, wheat germ. You also need vitamin P. Vitamin P is important for the tiny blood vessels. Found in paprika or buckwheat. Minerals that are important that you make sure that you do have enough in your nutrition. Calcium, important, a good source of that would be milk, cheese, kale, dill is a good source, okra. So you also choose to use some herbs, spices, or even teas that are ruled by your sign. Chlorine, important for the blood purification. A good source of that would be oysters, cheese, tomatoes, celery, buttermilk. Fluorine, important for the for the animal in your teeth. A good source of that would be seafood, sea herbs, garlic, cabbage, whole oats, brown rice. You need iodine. Iodine is important for your thyroid. A good source of iodine generally are shellfish, squash. Make sure that you have enough iron. Iron is important to transport oxygen in the bloodstream. A good source of iron are leeks, onions, lettuce, rice, parsley. Nickel is another important mineral, especially for the health of your pancreas. A good source of that would be shellfish, bean sprouts, garlic. Phosphorus, important for teeth and bones. A good source would be radishes, kale, mushrooms, cucumbers, sesame. Potassium is also something that you need, and it's important too for the buildup of your muscles. A good source of potassium would be legumes, molasses, peppermint. So you choose the peppermint tea, for example. Silicone, which is important for the hair, the skin, connective tissue. A good source of silicone would be lettuce, asparagus, horseradish. Sodium. You also need sodium for the is important for the ligaments in your body, and it gives you endurance. A good source of sodium is spinach, celery, oysters, red beets, tomatoes. You also need sulfur. Sulfur is important because it has antiseptic properties. And a good source of that would be kale, watercress, garlic, dill. So generally speaking, these would include your vitamins, your essential vitamins, and your essential minerals. Now, Leo, generally speaking, also rules citrus fruits, cinnamon, honey, rose hips, saffron, marigold, bay leaves, sunflower seeds, walnuts. So you also choose to use more of this in your cooking. Like you choose more bay leaves or like a rose hip tea, for example. In the ancient times, for example, the Romans decided to substitute marigold with saffron, and they did use saffron in ancient times to kind of cure or relieve headaches, jaundice, and they also use it for skin-related diseases. In the ancient times, for example, many used St. John's wort because at the time it was believed to protect against evil eye. And of course, under this dominion also falls saffron. You can use it in your cooking. Saffron is known for, or one of the things that it does, it quickens the brain. In the ancient times, it was used for people who had difficulty breathing, and in the ancient times, it was also used for epidemic diseases. So I hope that this information was helpful to you. Today, for your video, I kind of went for like an Indian-inspired look. The dress that I'm wearing is a sari-inspired dress. You know, the makeup, the earrings, I kind of love the earrings that I'm wearing, kind of make a statement. I wish they were real emeralds, but they're not. I'm not that rich yet. So thank you for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, with your other Leo friends. Contacting me on the website, almalightworker at almalightworker.com or my mail, almalightworker.com. And in the future, I will try to upload more useful videos for you and your son. I will be particularly talking about moon signs for the zodiac signs. I will be particularly talking about your rising sign, if your rising sign is a Leo, or if your moon sign is Leo. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so very much, and I will see you soon in next videos. Bye.